What is the deal, Raider Nation? Once again, you're back for another episode, another live show of the Raider Rundown. Right, and I know I promised y'all a discussion video, but had some things going on, so I said, "Fuck, why not go live, right, to discuss the coaching rumors and some of the team news that we hear, right, that we've been hearing. It's the bye week, so you know all the rumors are gonna start coming into effect, coaching, player wise, draft wise. So you know we got to tap into it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the intro started and let's get this show cracking.
As a young guy, I had a dream that someday I would build the finest organization in professional sports.
What is the deal? Raider Nation, once again, like I said, you're back for another episode of the Raider Rundown. Make sure you guys are tapping on the like and on the subscribe button. And please hit on that little notification bell so you get updated whenever I drop episodes and go live like this right here. But like I was saying, man, we're going to go over the coaching rumors that I heard right today and that most people probably heard by now about the Raiders. And it is not a coach that you think it is. And also, we're going to go over some team news. So before we do that, I want to tap in everybody in the chat. What's up, real men? All Raiders, that is my guy. What's going on, CT? Definitely. And if everybody wants to join, you know, the link is sent out. But we're going to go ahead. I'm going to present my screen to y'all. And we're going to show you what Vinny Bonsignore has said about the Raiders' head coaching search. Now, excuse me. Let's go ahead. Put it over here. All right. Hearing a name to keep an eye on when Raiders go through head coaching search process. Former Stanford head coach and former Raiders assistant coach David Shaw. Now, David Shaw is a guy that I do remember, you know, definitely coaching Stanford. He had, you know, not a bad career at Stanford. I know everybody liked him when he was there, but you know, it's the name that none of us are really thinking about, you know, when we talk about this head coaching thing. So it's very, very curious to see why you know, they would want to go with David Shaw. Now, what I want to do also, we're gonna go ahead on this video, on this live as well. We're gonna go ahead and look up his career. All right. And I want to know, you know, where he's coming from. So already he's 51 years old. Um, and like I said, he was with Stanford from 2011 to 2002. All right. Winning the Pac-12 three times. And in his career at Stanford from 2011 to 2022, all right, he went 96 and 54. Okay, so pretty winning record right there. Also, you know, like I said, won the Pac-12 three times. Stanford went to the Rose Bowl three times under Shaw, won it twice. The Cardinal also registered three top seven finishes in Associated Press polls, including a finishing third in 2015. But after a pair of 3-9 seasons in 2021 and 2022, now David Shaw has resigned as Stanford's head coach. So, you know, after two kind of lackluster seasons, you see him kind of resign there. And I mean, some of it, I think, to me, has to be a little bit of, let's say, I don't think he can recruit the way he really wants to recruit, right, at Stanford. I think the transfer portal has kind of fucked it up for a lot of kind of coaches to try to recruit the way they're trying to. But that's where we are. And why I show all of a sudden, man, like I said, I was gonna drop a video today, man, discussion video, but had some things going on. So I said in order to make up for it, in order to talk about what I was gonna talk about in my video anyway, might as well do a live show, man. Might as well do improv too for the fellas, for the fam, man. So that's where I'm at right now. Protect the shield, my guy. What's good with it, fam? What's good? What's good? Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of, you know, this. And I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Vinny Bonsignore had that right track as well when we talk about the hiring of Josh McDaniels. I don't know if he had that in the tuck as well. So this is something that I think this is something I think the Raiders should really do their homework on a little bit more. So as we continue here, right, I'm reading the Bleacher Report. We read on Shaw. 51, like I said, with 96 and 54 from 2011 to 2022. So, I mean, that's a good record. That's a very good record in the time span. But as we keep reading, right, Shaw has a wealth of experience in the collegiate and NFL coaching ranks, beginning with 2 seasons as a Western Washington assistant in 1995 and 1996. Okay, so he has a lot of experience. As we continue, he then coached in the NFL from 1997 to 2005 for the Philadelphia Eagles, the Raiders, Baltimore Ravens, and notably serving as both the quarterbacks and wide receivers coach from 2002 to 2004 in his last NFL stop. Now, of course, as you can see, Mark Davis is searching for somebody with those ties. All right, he's searching for somebody with those Raider ties. And even if you talk about Jim Harbaugh, which a lot of people want, a lot of people are asking for, even if you talk about him, he has somewhat of the Raider ties. Even if you keep Antonio Pierce, he has somewhat of those Raider ties. So, I mean, it looks like Mark Davis is trying to search for somebody who is going to understand the culture of the team, understand the culture of the organization, and maybe that has been a part of it already. So it's not, once you're already a part of it and you understand what the Raiders stand for and what they are, it's probably not hard to to understand what Mark wants to get done. So it's interesting to see. And funny enough, I don't know where I read this at. And, I got to do a better job of remembering where I read certain things. But I know definitely that I read somewhere or even heard somewhere that don't be surprised if the Raiders are looking towards the college route. Now, when I heard the college route, David Shaw was not the first name that popped in my mind. And of course, everybody's going to be like, Jim Harbaugh, because that's the first thing. But this is out of the blue. And I've always said on this channel, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there is smoke, there is fucking fire. And if Vinny Bonsignore is comfortable saying that now, in November, with a couple of more games left, we're going to have to accept the fact that there's probably some credibility to this news. There's probably some credibility to what we're reading as far as David Shaw. As we continue on with the Bleacher Report article, Shaw, here we go. Shaw then coached under Jim Harbaugh in 2006 at San Diego before moving on with him to Stanford in 2007. So he already knows Jim Harbaugh as well. Now, me personally, I think everybody, I don't know too much. Now, you guys let me know in the chat, is David Shaw an offensive or defensive head coach? Y'all let me know. From what it looks like he's an offensive head coach. But what's the offensive scheme that he runs? That's the question mark that I think we're going to have to do that too. Good. There's no way you're going to bring somebody in here and he runs another lackluster offense. It's just not going to work. So I think that's another thing that we're going to have to stamp down. Okay, you're an offensive head coach, but what's the scheme? What are you looking to do? And now you got to do more research. Who was his quarterback? What type of quarterback did he like to work with? All type of things. And if I'm not mistaken, he was never one to work with no mobile quarterback. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I remember of Stanford, bro, they didn't have no mobile-ass quarterback at all. They had quarterbacks kind of like how the one we have now. So it's interesting to see. Well, I heard the news. We got to get the ritual with it. But as we continue, right? Shaw then coached under Jim Harbaugh, 2006 at San Diego, before moving on with him to Stanford in 2007. He was Stanford's offensive coordinator from 2007 to 2010, and he got the promotion to head coach when Harbaugh left for the Niners. Okay, so put more of the puzzle pieces together on who David Shaw is and why I'm doing this, because some of the viewers may not know who he is. Like me, I'm not really too well versed in what David Shaw has done, and I see a lot of people were quick to dismiss it. Okay, I understand, but when you talk about the record, the record speaks for itself, bro. I mean, he has a winning ass record. So you say what you want, but I know a lot of people were dismissive of it. But it's like when you look at his overall record being there and as long as he was there, can't really deny it. Now, continuing, there's no doubting Shaw's tremendous resume, and he's been talked about as a potential NFL head coaching candidate before. In fact, he got an interview with the Denver Broncos before they eventually hired Sean Payton. So this is not somebody that's been sitting on the couch and, ain't been fucking giving no interviews. Like, he's getting interviews. Most notably, last year, with our division rival. So this is something that I think we really got to look at. Like I said, Benny Boston, you're comfortable enough to be putting this shit right here in November, then there's some credibility to it. There's definitely some credibility to what he said if he's comfortable enough saying that in November. But yeah, off right there, that's David Shaw in a nutshell, man. That is David Shaw in a nutshell. Like I said, the reason we are going live, the reason we making this video is because there is a coaching rumor already. One of the insiders had said, Benny Boss New York, David Shaw, the former Stanford head coach, is a name to look for whilst going through our head coaching candidates. Okay, so let's see, man. But let's get to some of this chat. Boom. I'm scared to see this defense and the progression may be torn apart by a new head coach. True. But who's to say he doesn't tear it apart? I mean, that's an automatic assumption that they're going to do that. But, I mean, if you get an offensive coach, if you really think about it, if you get an offensive coach, is he going to want to know defensive guy? This football world is like one little community, so you may not know who knows who. They may already know each other. You never know, but that's definitely a concern when you're talking about getting a new head coach, ripping shit to the stuff, right? That's the concern that I think a lot of us have when we talk about finding a new head coach, getting a new defense coordinator, getting new everything as far as the front office and the staff. They're going to have to rip it down, or they're not going to, but probably going to, because especially on the offensive side of the offensive side of the ball was tailored to what Josh McDaniels wanted to do. Now he's no longer here. Not a lot of people going to want to fuck with that. I mean, and that's why I said, even with David Shaw, everybody was quick to dismiss it. You got to see what type of offense he was running, because I always look at the type of quarterbacks people was working with, and if you was never one to work with no mobile quarterback, then it's like, I know what direction you probably gonna go. Boom. Shaw maybe for an OC, but I'm not feeling him as a head coach. Can somebody tell me why people are not feeling him? I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying, like, I don't know much about him. So, like, the fact people were quick to dismiss him as him being the coach, is there something that I'm not seeing? Is there something that, I don't understand about David Shaw? Is there more news that needs to come out on why people think he wouldn't be a good head coaching candidate? People let me know, I'm not just going to go off of, I'm not just going to go off of what everybody says. I know, at first, I think when I heard the news, I was like, nah. But being honest with myself, I'm really saying no. I mean, after already seeing everybody's reaction, you know what I mean? So now that I've had the time to think about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm tripping. I don't even know why I said no, to be honest. I don't even know why I don't like it. So, I mean, like I said, y'all let me know down below. What is the reason that people don't like David Shaw? What's the reason that they're quick to dismiss him as a head coach? As we continue in the comments, man, Mr. Raider Nation, what's the deal, man? What's going on with all my people? He's an offensive coach, okay. I think he got credit for developing Andrew Luck. I mean, and if he did that, I mean, shit, well, that's good on the resume, ain't it? I can't. That's not a negative. That's not a bad. I guess. Salute. D-Menace, what's the deal, man? Salute. Has been shown to be elite. Stanford's in the weak conference. Yeah, because they're in that Pac-12 kind of weak. That's true. That's true. I agree with that. But yeah, yeah. I mean, anybody you bring in here is a crapshoot, though. I mean, regardless, I can think that if you change your head coach, if you change to a new coach, anybody you bring in here is going to be a roll of the fucking dice, regardless, right? I mean, even Jim Harbaugh is somebody that it's a roll of the dice still. You know, Ben Johnson, roll of the dice because you have no idea if he's going to be a good head coach. He's a good coordinator, but you don't know if he's going to be a good head coach. There's a lot of things that I think we got to keep it to account and keep in mind. So when we talk about David Shaw and we talk about all that, I think it's early in the process. I do. But like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. And realistically, when we sit here talking about, okay, Benny Bonsignore is saying this in November, your boy's not really employed right now, so it's a lot of probably flirting back and forth between him and Mark Davis behind the scenes. Maybe they've already talked. The whole thing, and he already has old Raider ties as well. The stars are aligning, and from the talk that I've heard, you know, even before this story came out, that the Raiders were interested in getting a college coach. So I think I said this on somebody's live not too long ago. This is before this news came out. So now hearing this, it's like, oh, you know, now shit's starting to line up. You know what I mean? Like, you really think about all the things that have been going on, especially this. And I really do think that AP's getting every chance to win this job. But the way he's lining up, it's like you might have to put some stock into this story, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And that's something we're gonna have to think about. Salute, everybody. What's the deal? Clark, you're new, I believe. So what's the deal, man? What's going on? Nice to see you in the live, man. Tony, what's the deal? Clark, if you're not new, then, you know, hey, I appreciate you for tuning back in, but I don't think I've seen you before. So it's so, man, salute. Man, appreciate you for being here with the kid. Yeah. As we go, Harbaugh is trash. You know, there's mixed reviews, man. Now I will say, Clark, you are in the minority of the feelings on Harbaugh. You feel me? There's like you in the minority because a lot of people like Harbaugh and want him to. Hey, I'm telling you, Chris, because you be quick to dismiss a lot of things first. I'm telling you, bro, with all these things lining up, I'm not saying that he's gonna get the job, but I'm just saying there's credibility to it. I think there's some credibility to the motherfucker. I think that's the hard thing. You know, I don't think that it's 100% definitive that your boy is gonna get the job, but I do honestly think that there might be some type of smoke that we need to look at. No, true. That is, you know. I appreciate that, man. Appreciation, man, always. But David Shaw, that dude that was always at the draft or NFL, was he always at the draft? Just I'm saying, I don't really know too much. I didn't know he was Stanford coach, and I know he was coaching Andrew Luck. That's all I know. But so then you bring David Shaw in here. Was Andrew Luck a mobile? This is a good question. Do y'all think Andrew Luck was a mobile quarterback? Let me know. That's a good question to ask him. Let me know. Do y'all think that Andrew Luck was a mobile quarterback? Do y'all think Andrew Luck was a pocket passer? Depending on your answer, is going to be depending on what I tell y'all next. So, let's continue. Yeah, I've heard this as well. I've heard Harbaugh wears out his welcome. So you probably got damn near about 3-4 years until you start wearing thin. So you better win a bowl or something in those 3 years. But yeah, I've heard that as well. These are the same guys said that we're gonna draft Will Levis. This is true. We were never gonna fucking get Will Levis. But I know that I believe it was Vinny. I believe it was Vinny Bonsignore. He was on the right track on Josh McDaniels. It was one of those two. It was either him or one of the other ones. But I think Vinny was the guy that was on track with the Josh McDaniels hiring. So You got to put credibility into something. Salute. Yeah, he was mobile. I think so. I think Andrew Luck was pretty mobile. He was a pocket passer who could run like Elway. I mean, okay. So if David Shaw gets the credibility or gets the cachet for developing Andrew Luck, do you think he sticks with Aiden O'Connell? That would be the next question, right? Because any head coach you bring in here, if it's a new one, if the question is going to be, the number one question is going to be, is he going to stick with O'Connell or is he going to want another guy? That's going to be the majority question right here. That's where we will react. He was a hell of a passer that can almost run like Josh. So you're telling me he was mobile. And that's what I'm saying. That matters to me when you talk about if Andrew Luck was mobile or because I need to know what type of quarterbacks you can work with. You feel me? Like, and when we talk about Josh McDaniels, okay, let's put it like this. When you talk about Josh McDaniels, he was looking for one specific type of quarterback. He was not willing to go outside of the realm of what he knew, which was the skill set of Jimmy Garoppolo, skill set of Tom Brady. He didn't pick Tom Brady, but the skill set of Mac Jones, Aiden O'Connell, things of this nature. That was what he preferred. That's the type of quarterback that he worked with, and only, that's the only thing that he searched for. Now, when you talk about other coaches, are they willing to go outside of their comfort zone a little bit and say, all right, well, he moves around, but I can work with that still. I can build an offense around that still. Instead of finding, somebody that you're going to plug into your system, why not find a quarterback that you can say, I'm going to build the system around him? That's what I want. That's what I want to see. That's the type of coach. If you're going to bring in another coach, that's the type of coach that I want. To take a young quarterback and say, what's the skill set? All right, boom, we're going to build this system around you and what you do. Not we're going to try to plug you into a system that we've already created. If you fit, you fit. If you don't, well, fuck it. Then we'll move on. I don't want that. I think that's not how you win. I don't think that's how you develop a young quarterback either. I think there's a lot of things that we got to keep in factor if we were to move on from Antonio Pierce and get another coach. What is he going to do with the quarterback situation? I always fit it. Yeah, got tired of getting hurt. I agree. But, I mean, during his time at Stanford, your boy had him well protected. I mean, granted, it's different than the NFL, but at Stanford, your boy was a beast. Aiden is a quality backup. That's what you're saying at minimum. Okay. I mean, that's where we at. And it ain't, everybody has their opinion as well. That's where we at. And Shaw telling his AP is getting the job. This is my thing, bro. Because if you were going to hire Shaw, I feel like hiring Shaw is just a lateral ass move from AP. Y'all let me know. I think, but in my personal opinion, I think if you hire David Shaw, that's a lateral move from Antonio Pierce. I think you might as well have just kept Antonio Pierce. He already has the locker room, right? And this is the thing. If you're going to make a fucking lateral move, now you're just going to ask another new coach to win over the guys in the locker room. Can he do it? Maybe. But, I would already stick with the guy that already has them playing well, right? That already has them playing well and has them, executing right now. But the thing with Antonio is that let's just say this first. The first thing that he hasn't done to give him any grace or he hasn't done any favors for himself is probably win these two games. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you didn't beat the upper echelon teams. Now, you could look at that as he could use that to go to Mark Davis and still say, I had the team competitive. We were in the games, but if you allow me to stay, I can build upon the talent we have now, and then we will be there. So, like I said, he didn't do himself any favors by not winning the game, but he didn't do any negatives either. I still think that it's a toss-up. In my heart, in my soul, bro, I don't think that he has definitively won the job. I know that we want to give it to him, and I want to give it to him, but really think about it. Really sit down. Like I said, when we talk about this head coaching shit, gotta put the owner's cap on. Really think about it and ask yourself, if you were Mark Davis, has he definitively won this job in your eyes? That's the question. Because like I said, there's still things we have to look at. I think that right now he has a leg up over any competition we're talking about, just simply because he's in the building talking to the guys, and he's talking to Mark Davis too. And I think he has a leg up on anything. So as of right now, I think he's the number one coaching candidate. But the rest of the season is going to tell. I think more games, to be fair and to be honest with ourselves, I think the rest of the season is going to have to be finished for us to say that. And I isn't getting the job. I saw that, Mr. Red. Yeah, I think, that this right here, this story coming out right here is why what I'm saying I think is true. That he has not definitively won that job. Because if he has, we wouldn't be hearing little ticky-tack shit like this. I mean, just even if it's true or not, we wouldn't be hearing it. So, I don't think he definitively won the job yet. But as we go, I mean, keeping AP would be tremendous. Keeping AP would be tremendous. But like I said, at the same time, he has to finish the season the right way. And more times than not, over the past, let's say, decade, really, Raiders coaches have had a hard time, except maybe Massachi. That was the last time. But Raiders coaches have had a hard time having this team finish strong. So I think he has to finish strong in order for us to say definitively he's won the job. Because we got like 5 games left. Like, say he go 4-1, 5-0 in the last game. Perfect. That's definitive. You feel me? Like, if he leaves it up to choice and up in the air and shit, I don't like his chances. I don't. I do not. I think he has to definitively win this job. And I'm going to keep saying it like that. Continue. Let's see. Okay, now this is one that I subscribe to now. I like me some Champ. I like me some Champ Kelly. I think regardless of whatever head coach you bring in here, I think Champ Kelly should stay. Whatever coach. Whatever coach I think comes in here, I think Champ Kelly should be the GM. I definitively think that. I don't know. I can say that fucking word. I've said it like 40 times now. But I think that he should be the GM, regardless of whatever head coach comes in here. I just like the way Champ gets down. I think that he can spot talent. Now, I don't know who posed the question. I don't know if it was Mr. Raider Nation or somebody. I think it was 831, whoever. But somebody posed the question, how much of a factor do you think Champ Kelly was in the Tyree Wilson decision? Now, I know we're all piling on Wilson. Like I said, I have to be fair, give him to year 2. And I have said that so much, I got to stand 10 toes on that now. So I cannot waver and say I won't give Tyree Wilson till year 2 to make my final assumptions. But I'm going to do that. Now, when it comes to that decision, as of right now, I can admit to you, it's not looking good. So, after that decision, I will say for Champ that I think that he still had to go through 2 bosses, quote unquote, so to speak, before he even got to, let's say, put his input. Because I know, that Dave and Josh are probably listening to Champ, but at the end of the day, he can say his little piece and be like, I don't think you should, or say, we should probably, whatever. But it's not going to come down to him, It's going to be what Josh McDaniels thought and what he thinks. And then it's going to go to Dave Ziegler on what he thought, what he thinks. And then it would go to Champ Kelly. So it's like 2 people before him to really, be fair and say, oh, he was part of that. Just to me, I think so. Going on. More comments. I appreciate everybody that's here, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe button, tap on all that, man. It's a pleasure to be here with y'all tonight, man. I always love talking that Raider ball, man, and I always appreciate each and every one of you, even if you're new, even if you're one of the loyalists, man. I appreciate each and every one of you that stopped by every time a kid go live, drop a show, whatever, man. It's much appreciated. But I'm not even listening to any coach until I think AP been eliminated. No, like I said, he is the number one candidate right now. He got the leg up because he's in the building. He got the leg up on all candidates right now. So he has to sit here and win the job. No ifs, ands, or buts, bro. He has to win the job. And the way he does that is this right here. Won the games he's supposed to be. Yeah, that's 2 though. I will push back and say that's 2. These last 5 games, he got to win these last 5 games, or at least get busy in some. Now let's see, right? Because look. Let's talk about our schedule now. Because now we talk about what AP has to do in order to keep and retain the job. Now, when we look at the Raiders' remaining schedule, and I think this bye week might help people as well, but when we look at this remaining schedule, we talk about who we got after this. The Vikings are after this. Okay, Vikings. We just saw how they looked last night. And yes, Justin Jefferson is coming back, but once again, they still have Josh Dobbs under center. He's cool. Josh Dobbs is cool, but he's Josh Dobbs. Let's be real with ourselves here. So, okay. And Minnesota's defense is all right, but they're not great either. Trust me. And they're going to blitz like a motherfucker. So there's going to be opportunities for big plays, big chunk plays. So would you say Minnesota is a team we're supposed to beat? Sure. Okay, cool. Going into that. Now you play the Chargers at home. They're playing like shit. But it's a division game, so you know how that shit goes every time we see. Now, if we can have Justin Herbert play the way he did the last time we saw him, okay, there's going to be another chance. And every time we play the Chargers, there's going to be a chance at the end of the game to do something, at the end of the game to win the game. So we all know that, and that's going to be whether you win that game or lose that game. So would you say the Chargers game is a game we're supposed to win? Not supposed to. It's going to be a game. But you win that game, that looks good in our eyes. You go now. At the Chiefs on Christmas, do we expect us to win that game? No, I don't. So I know we're the Raider channel and all that. I want the Raiders to win every game, but I don't expect them to win that game. So that's a loss. Okay, 1 loss. At the Colts. Can you beat the Colts? Yeah, you should be. You should be able to beat the Colts, but it's at Indianapolis. They're pretty tough. They're pretty stingy. We'll see, but you should be able to beat Indy. All right, cool. Last game of the year versus Denver at home. Denver's playing well. We'll see where they're going to be at the end of the season. Shit, they're trending in the way of a playoff in the hunt team, at least. So that might be a big game depending on the implications. But if you only lose to the Chargers and you win out, who knows where you're at. But sitting there, that Denver game could be a big game. So now you look at all that. And if we get to the Denver game, and let's just say it's a do or die game, let's just say winner goes to the playoffs. That's enough for me to say, all right, bro, he might be able to keep his job. He might be able to keep his job. I think so. Let me get to the comments. Yep. I want Chad Kelly back. Yeah, me too. I would like Chad Kelly, AP. It'd be a good combo to me. Need another OC. We're going to talk about him in a little bit. I think the game management will come. Yep. And that was a question I posed to you guys. Do you think that, even though we all like AP, do you think that his game management situational skills are something that can be built upon? And something that he can get corrected? Because if you think so, then sure. But if you don't think that's something that he's going to get better at, that's just a flaw that is going to rear its ugly head time and time again, then that's something you got to think about as well. Hopefully the late bye helps. I think it will, but I think, our guys, the injuries, we're pretty beat up right now, for real. Cole Miller's beat up. I think he really needs his bye week. Max Crosby really needs the bye week, but seeing his knee and shit, I'm like, bro, I don't want to risk nothing. I don't want to risk him in the future. What has Chad Kelly done to get your endorsement? I don't know, man. I don't want to keep changing GMs, man. I think that this man already knows, how he wants to build a team. But or other thing, I just think he knows how to build. I think he knows already where he wants to do. To me, I think he probably can spot. He probably can spot talent if we need him to, because at the end of the day, bro, now that you say that, I don't know. Realistically, is a GM hard to find? Is a GM really hard to find in the NFL? That's a question that you got to ask yourself too. Because I mean, what how what constitutes a good GM? And even when you hire him, what constitutes the hiring? That's the thing, right? Like, what does he have to be a part of? What does that new GM have to be a part of for you to be like, oh yeah, that's the GM I want? You know what I mean? Like that's my thing. Because I think every person that gets hired into that thing, I think you got to be able to build your resume somewhere. He's never had an opportunity to be a a big time GM or the full time GM, and I mean, to a degree, was he responsible for that Khalil Mack trade? Was he responsible for that? I need to know. But other than that, I mean, what constitutes the hiring of a GM, a new one? That's my thing. Like, I need to know that question. And it may sound like a dumb question, but I just need to know. When you're an owner, you're trying to hire a GM. Like, what the fuck do you need to see on his resume? Like, what did Mark see on Dave's resume for him to be like, oh yeah? Because we know Dave was not no full time GM. Dave fucked around and he was under. I mean, Bill Belichick makes all the decisions at the end of the day. So, really, what did we see there? I think just giving him this shot. I think just giving him the opportunity. Fuck it. Let's just see what he do. Really, what's going on? What's going on, Rafa? What's the deal? Salute. Ooh, I need to say you the link. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Salute. Now, Chimney, this is something. Now, if you want to talk about what's giving Champ the real endorsement, I mean, shit. He, as I've heard, is a huge fan of Justin Fields, and of course, he was there. When Justin Fields was, I think, selected. So from there, I think that'd be a major possibility for us if we wanted that. I'd take Justin Fields. No cap. I would. I really would. I see some things now. I definitely saw some things last night that worried me, and he's gonna clean up. But that offense don't look like it's made for him. That offense don't look like they're playing to his skill sets, not whatsoever, bro. So I think we get somebody like him in here. That's exactly what the fuck we looking for. I mean, he's only 24. Realistically, he's only 24 years old. The connection between Ryan Poles, Champ Kelly, I think, is open, or between just the Chicago Bears and the Raiders organization. Because Champ was over there in Chicago, we'd be able to pluck him. So that's something. If you like Justin Fields, that's something to keep in mind. If you really like Champ Kelly. Tony, yep, need to buy me. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. We close to that 1,000 subs. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, man. We close. Once we get to that motherfucker, we're gonna have a special episode, man. We're gonna do some special things there, man. So I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me. He needs to win against Minnesota and Denver. Yep, there you go. I think if we want AP to get the job, and the job is gonna be his, he has to beat all those teams that my man Chris just said from potential right here, man. If he beats all these teams right here, Minnesota, Chargers, Denver, Indy, he beat all these teams, the job is his. And I think we can go ahead and say the job is his. Because then that who knows where that puts you if you beat all those teams? Who knows? Salute, Sam in the building. Salute, man. What's going on? As we continue, we need to put Max on the IR, man. See, then that was my thing. I don't know. I saw his knee, and we saw Max's knee, and I don't think I like the way that shit looks, bro. I don't want to risk nothing. But I know he's probably gonna fight tooth and nail, especially if the goddamn team is winning and we're in any type of contention to do something, he's probably gonna fight tooth and nail to get on the field. But yeah, I didn't like the look of it. Salute. You knew my guy, what's going on with you? Federal, what's the deal, man? Nice to see you, man. You knew, but salute to you, man. What's happening? Purdy is highly regarded around the league, according to my brother Q from Locked On Raiders. I mean, yeah. Wait. Who we talking about? Who we talking about, Tony? Let me know who we talking about. Oh, if you're talking about Champ Kelly, then yeah. If you're talking about Champ Kelly, then yes. It just clicked into my mind. And he's not, Q ain't the only person that be saying that either. There's a lot of people I've heard say the same thing about Champ Kelly. Different people in different sources say the same thing about Champ Kelly. So that's probably where some of my bias is coming from, because I've heard from multiple different sources saying the same exact thing that Tony is saying down here right here. Better Rose said, Mark wanted Champ Kelly, and Champ is highly regarded around the NFL. I think, and that's what I'm saying. I've heard the same thing more than once, bro, about Champ Kelly. So I think that's where my bias is coming from when I say, like, that's where he gets my endorsement. Just the fact that I heard, like, more than one different things. And, of course, he's a brother. So, of course, we always going to want a brother to get some money, man. We always got to have a brother get some paper, dog. Like, that's just where it's at. That's where we at. But he's 24. He's had no help whatsoever, no weapons. Exactly. And I think he can work. What? I think him and Antonio Pierce and Champ Kelly, and they really start building shit around him, get an OC. I mean, if you can pluck the motherfucker from the Eagles, you know, like the dream scenario would be if you can get like Justin Fields and pluck that OC from the Eagles that know how to fuck with a running mobile quarterback, and you be like, oh, you know, that's how you build some shit. But you know, we'll see. All that risk for a second, yes, sir. I mean, hey, Chili, not even a second. A third. You give him a third. You ain't gotta give him no second. This is what I said, bro. I ain't even giving that up. You know, because look, if they get rid of him, I know you getting rid of him. Why the hell gonna give you all that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see y'all gonna draft David Williams. Okay, I understand. So you just gotta give him up at that point. They just gotta give him up at the highest bidder. I think third rounder get it. Not even gonna lie. I think a third rounder get it. Not even gonna lie. Can't stay healthy. Yeah, but I think they run him too much too. I think that Chicago don't do him any favors with his body because they put him on too many. Bro, they had him on like 12 or 14 QB designed runs yesterday. That's bullshit. You can't be doing that, bro. You can't do that to your franchise quarterback. 12 to 14 designed runs. Nah, man. Nah, I don't even think Lamar ran the ball that much the other night. I you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like design, it's different when they scramble out the pocket and shit. But like having him deliberately run 14 times is like lunacy. That's just crazy. Yeah, definitely gotta stay healthy, but you know, like I said, like the shit they be having to do, I'm like, bro, like that's supposed to be your franchise guy. Yeah, you know, definitely looking as a second rounder, definitely. I think as the veteran route, that would be cool. It'd be cool. But I mean, if you're like I said, if you're in the top 10, I'm drafting the quarterback. That's where I'm at. What's our depth at quarterback look like? It's ass. It's bad. And this is the thing. This is what I'm waiting to update you guys on as we get to the team news. I'm waiting to update you guys on the injuries and who's coming back. As of right now, you know, we saw Max Crosby knee. He's bad, you know, so this bye week is needed. But like I said, that shit was bad. And it's definitely looking like he's going to need some attention after the season. So think about that. That's a guy that he might need some attention after the season. All right. Do you want to risk him? We'll see what the Raiders are doing. Now quarterback position. Faison is the guy that we really need to come back because we're missing his length on the outside. We're missing his depth on the outside, and we had no idea when the hell he's coming back. He's been on IR all season, but it's not trending in the right direction. I'll tell you that. It's definitely not trending like he's gonna be playing. It's still looking like an empty thing. I ain't heard no news to say that he's looking like he's gonna be playing. So there's that. So we're probably gonna miss out on face off for the rest of the year. He just collected some paper. What else? What else? I mean, Roger Taylor's gone, so that's another spot that we're missing there. So we probably gonna need to fill that spot some way somehow. Yeah, it's on defense. We're deteriorating a little on defense, bro, because you release Marcus Peters, but I mean, you bring in Jack Jones, so it's like okay, you kind of have the back and forth. But still looking thin. I think honestly, honestly, if it's me, bro, I don't know why the hell they don't activate Sam Webb. Fuck it. Activate Sam Webb, bro. I'd rather see Sam Webb out there. Tyler Hall. I want to see these dudes instead of getting all these fucking veterans that don't want to tackle and shit. Do that. Let's go ahead. What rookie QB is on the table? All right. I'm so glad you asked this question, Chili. The question to me, I'm gonna start the bandwagon, bro. If you go back and look at what quarterback I wanted the most last year in the draft, all right. You can go back and see what quarterback I wanted last year's draft. It's stamped on there. But this year, I'm on the Jaden Daniels bandwagon. I'm on the bandwagon. All right. I'm gonna fucking lead the march. I want Jaden Daniels. That's the dude I want so far. I before doing really my whole deep dive, but just pure eye test, bro, and pure just watching from start to finish games, like, I'll take Jaden Daniels in a heartbeat. For real. Bo Nix, I'm not a fan. I'll let you know. I'm not a fan. He's a check down machine, bro. He's a check down machine. I don't really fuck with all that, man. I don't know, bro. I'm not a fan. Just as of right now, I think that he's so. I think he reminds me a little bit of the Will Levis hype a little bit. Yeah, Matt, definitely. Yeah, I think that's bad. Hearing a lot about Bo Nix, supposed to play, and see, okay, we gotta watch now. Now these are the games you watch. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, at first, I don't want to. I ain't did my deep dive yet. I ain't did my deep dive on most of the quarterbacks. This is what I'm telling y'all right now is based off eye test and shit. So I admit that right now. But there are games to be played, right? And on Friday, you talking about motherfucking championship game. We gotta scout that. We gotta watch that because Penix too. That's a guy that a lot of people like. I like him, but the injury history concerns me. His injury history definitely concerns me. So that's something that I think is a little iffy. Him coming out, but as for Bo Nix, I've been hearing a lot of people say, "Oh, Bo Nix." Friday we see. Friday we definitely see. Daniel might get the Heisman this year. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I think he's fucking spectacular. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think he has the skill set to be real. I don't know. I look at him like Lamar, bro, but I think he has a little better arm. I do. I look at him like Lamar, but I think he has a better fucking arm. Daniel needs to gain weight, and I've heard that a lot. And I will say, just like Lamar, when Lamar Jackson came out into the NFL, he was that skinny. Yes or no? Lamar was not this big the whole time. Lamar was very skinny coming out. Once he got to the NFL, he then worked on his body, and now he is what we see now. And he's worked on his body to prevent injury and all that. So now, with a couple years under his belly, they will do all that. I think the same thing for Jaden Daniels, bro. He gets in the NFL, bulk up, you work. And once he does that, it's over. Because I think he has a little better arm. Coming out of college, let's put it like that. Coming out of college, I think Jaden Daniels has a better arm than Lamar had at this point. Now, Lamar Jackson's arm is fucking crazy now. But at this point in the, him coming out, I think that he has a little better arm as of right now. Let's see. Bo Nick's throwing motion is weird. He has a snap to it. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. He's not appealing to me. When I watch him, it's like he let me want him more. You know, I watch Bo Nix and it just leaves me being like, well, you're not this wide ass open offense. Like, what are you gonna do in certain situations? Let's see. Haven't seen Nick play. Washington, gotta watch it. I've seen him. I saw the first matchup against Washington. Pretty good matchup. He played well. Pretty good matchup, and he played well. Didn't do anything negative, but didn't do anything to wow you either. You know, he just let me want more. Like I said, so Friday, definitely that'd be the day you should look. Definitely watch if he's playing Washington again. Who does that? He played for LSU. Daniels played for LSU. Go watch him, bro. Tony, go watch him. Go throw some tape on, man, or go throw some highlights on, bro. Come back to me now. I'm telling you. Come back to me. Yeah. He's real, bro. He's real. I like him. That's my number one right now. That's my number one. And the only I say that because I don't think we're gonna be even in contention to get no Caleb Williams. I don't think he's gonna get no Drake May. That's who I want. And he does the shit that they do. Realistically, he does everything that they do, but he just don't have the super hype on it. I don't know why. LSU are they top 20? I don't know. They might be up just based off of what he's doing. Just based off of him, he might be, but I think they might be in the bowl game. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. 40 tubs, 4 interceptions. Dude is real, bro. Dude is real. Yeah, the offense that they run, that's my thing. Chili, good question. And you know what? That's the next thing. Because I was saying this yesterday. This draft is littered with good ass running backs, bro. There's good ass running backs. And I mean, mainly in the fucking Big Ten, too. They got some good ass running backs. At least 3 teams right now have running backs on draft. Of course, you look at fucking Michigan with Blake Corum. Do you think he goes in the first round? I don't think he goes in the first round. I think he's a second round guy, to be honest, because I don't look at him like how I was looking at Bijan Robinson. So I think that Blake Corum is a second round dude. Cool. And then after him, I like Travion Henderson. I like that motherfucker from Ohio State. If he can, bro, he's hard. I think Penn State got some good ones, bro. So there's some ones. I think you be able to grab one in the 3rd or 4th round, bro, this year, and that running back could give you some good shit. I really do. I think this draft got some good ass running back, bro. Dave Daniels had 8 TDs in one game. I've seen a few Bo Nix games. He looked mid. That's what I'm saying, bro. When you watch Bo Nix from start to finish, he's just like, you leave that, you're just like, he's cool. He's cool. Like, he's cool. But you don't be like, oh my God, did you see that? Like, and that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, obviously, it's always a crapshoot because you can get a motherfucker like that in college when he comes out in the league and he does good. Now, it's always about what the scheme they run coming out of college. And that's what I'm saying. If you go with a rookie quarterback, your OC or your new head coach is very fucking important because a rookie quarterback needs a good system, a good play caller to maximize what they can do. Just look at Carolina's situation. I mean, yeah, Bryce Young ain't playing well, but what are they doing to help him? What did the team do to help him? We can't be in that situation. You don't want to do that. So there we go. I can't see us re-signing Jacobs. I think if AP stays, we re-sign Josh. I think that's where we're at. If AP stays, we're gonna re-sign Josh Jacobs. That's in my opinion. Shout out Leo. What's the deal, man? TRS, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling, man? Heard JJ was open and coming back. Another page. Yeah, hey, bro, because I think he just didn't like Josh. Josh and Dave really, I mean, like he said, he feels like he has input now. So I think if AP stays, Josh stays as well. I think there's a chance of that. Yep. Salute. Now, real quick, everybody in the chat, because I've been seeing this circle around. Motherfuckers are starting to put this, and this may be crazy to hear. It may be crazy to your ears. It's blasphemy to me. But you guys let me know. All right? So, circling around, I've seen a little subsection of Raider Nation saying that we should trade Devontae Adams. Y'all let me know your thoughts on the subject. Do you think the Raiders should trade Devontae Adams? Do y'all think that that is a good idea? Okay, the argument is that he's going on the wrong side of 30. He's getting older, and he would be the person we get the most assets for. Is that something you're interested in, trading Devontae Adams? I'm going to give y'all a second to answer, and I'm going to tell y'all my answer. Oh, man. Once again, the question is, some people or some section of Raider fans are saying trading Devontae Adams makes sense. What do you guys think? One no from my man Chili. Never. Nope from Sam. Not really from Tony. Keep it coming. And my answer is hell no. That don't make no sense. Don't make like foolishness people talk about. You know, like it's foolishness. Why in the hell would you do it? One, like I think Chili, who said it, the dead cap is crazy. Yes, it is. It's somewhere between like $30 to $34 million and some shit like that. It's wild. They're not fucking doing it. It's too much money. That and I keep saying it. You're gonna have a young QB, whichever way it goes. Whichever way it goes, even if you trade for Justin Fields, he's 24 years old. He's still young. So you don't have a young QB, like regardless of the way it goes. You stick with Aiden O'Connell, you get Justin Fields, or you draft a rookie. Why in the hell would you do a negative move and trade a weapon away? It makes no sense. Any quarterback that's coming in here is going to need a weapon. They're going to need a guy, right? And I really think that, yes, I like Aiden O'Connell, and that's the thing. Like, I think a mobile quarterback can take advantage more of Devontae's skill set to freestyle. Hunter Renfrow style, to freestyle. I think a mobile quarterback takes more advantage of these things that we're not really doing because we got to play on schedule, on script with Aiden O'Connell. So that's why I'm going on a little tangent, but that's why I say we need a mobile quarterback because a lot of shit that our receivers do is freestyle, off script. You know what I mean? They're good at that. Devontae's good at that. I mean, think about it. Aaron Rodgers was mobile. He was moving around and shit. Look what they was doing. So I think he can work. I mean, Hunter Renfrow can freestyle. Shit, you get a mobile quarterback with Trey Tucker, what the fuck you think gonna happen? This is why I think we need one. But going on that, it's gonna be a young one. If it's not Aiden, it's either going to be Justin Fields, 24, or a young quarterback coming here through the draft. You're going to need weapons, bro. He needs weaponry. And to trade that away would be stupid. And to replace it with who? So now you're telling me Jacoby Myers is the number one, a spot that he was in New England, although he was cool, but he wasn't doing what he's doing now. So, makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. Let's see what y'all saying here, man. See what y'all saying. Need a QB that can get Adams the ball, anticipated throws. Yeah, but I think that, somebody that can go off script as well is good. They'd be able to do something. Nobody is fucking saying with Tay for 8 seconds, bro. That's just plain and simple. Like, if you really think about it, if we have a mobile quarterback, bro, nobody's staying with Devontae for 8 seconds. Who's staying with Hunter Renfrow for 8 seconds? Let's be real. Let's be real with ourselves. What if we are in a full rebuild, new coach, new GM, and we get a crazy haul like 2 first rounders? And that's fucking wild. 2? Okay, now my question to you is: if you're doing it, do you trust that? Oh shit! Here we go. Look, hey, the comments come to themselves, right? If you get an offer like 2 first rounders, do you trust AP and Champ Kelly to take advantage of that? Yes or no? Let me know down below in the chat. If you get a haul like 2 first rounders for something for Devontae Adams, do you trust AP and Champ Kelly to take advantage of that haul? Now that'd be a good question. I want to see. I want to see what you say. We talk about them getting hired, right? You want to hire them on the spot. You want to hire them on the spot. Then that's something they'll do. Do you trust them taking advantage of getting that type of haul? I heard Hondo saying they would listen in case the Jets offer a crazy deal like they're. All right, Tony. Tony, everybody in the chat, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you something right now. If these motherfuckers offer their first round and Quentin Williams, I might fucking do it. I might fucking do it, bro. I'm not even going to lie to y'all, bro. I might fuck around and do it. That shit right there, bro. That shit right there is intriguing. I mean, I know what the fuck I just said. But yeah, damn. I mean, you thinking about a player in return. That player in return is Quentin Williams. That's cool. That ain't bad. Because you get there first, because they gonna keep fucking losing, right? Yeah, they gonna keep losing, so it's gonna be a bad pick. It's gonna be not a bad pick, it's gonna be a good pick. It's gonna be a real good pick. Top 15, maybe top 10. You get that shit with Quentin Williams? Man. That's hard, man. That's hard to fucking pass down. Hard to turn down. Because you know what you can fucking do, right? This is for everybody that fucks around and watches Jaden Daniels. You'll be able to fuck around and get Jaden Daniels down there and draft his buddy Neighbors, who's arguably the second best wide receiver in the draft. Because you're not getting fucking Marvin Harrison. So, you know, that should be wild. I don't know. Quentin Williams for Devontae Adams. Quentin Williams there first for Devontae Adams. Y'all doing it? I mean, shit. That's what I'm telling you, Sam. Shit, you talking about Quentin Williams with Max Crosby? Ooh-wee. Now we're talking. Now he's cooking with gas and shit. Now he's cooking with gas, and not even that. You can fuck around and still get another defensive player in that first round if you really wanted to. Get another one. Get another D tackle. Shit, now we got 3. Bucket. Who get like, bro? I'm all for building the defense at this point. I'm for it. I love it. I want that shit. And if you do that, like, okay, you tell me Quentin Williams the first and the third, first and the second, shit, I might jump on that. I might. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I love Devontae. I love him, but goddamn, that'd be tough. But see, that's my thing. If you get it, if the draft capital all depends on if you trust that they will fuck around and make the right decisions. Will they make the right decision with the draft pick? Who knows? We don't know how they draft. Correct. When you draft, there are no guarantees. That's true. And Devontae is the biggest guarantee. I won't speak for a year if we draft another Hayward Bay or Leatherwood. No, swear. And that'd be your concern. Can they spot the talent? Will they spot the talent, bro? If you do some shit like that, like trading one of arguably the best receiver the Raiders have had in I don't know how fucking long, if you do that, you gotta get any type of guarantee. But like I said, man, my initial reaction to all that is like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing it. Regardless, I'm not doing it. I want to keep him. I want him there. But I mean, you talk about like it has to be like a crazy fucking deal, bro. It has to be like some shit that's astronomical for me to even fathom. And I'm like, dumbfounded on when I hear it. You know what I mean? That is the only way that I trade Devontae Adams is if I fuck around and hear something so inconceivable that I'm like, it's too good to be true. It must be done. You know what I mean? Like that's the only way. That's the only way. You know, I don't know enough, but the talent of the draft, yeah. I don't know. 2 first, I'm sorry. I don't even think just the draft picks get it done for me. Like I said, shit. Now that y'all gonna put the Quentin Williams idea in my head, I fuck around and do that too. I'm gonna need that. I need that. Because if you talking about guarantees, right? That's a guarantee. So I fuck shit. You can take one in the first off, but if you give me Quentin, I want 1 first, Quentin, and maybe a second. Boom. We got a motherfucking deal. If you tell me that we got a deal because at least you get a player in return that you know is gonna be a factor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's at least you get that shit. So I think getting Quentin would be something I need to add on to that. A player that I know gonna give me some. Yeah, I need a player that I know gonna give me some. You gotta fuck the draft picks, like y'all said, that's not no guarantee. So if I want to trade a player in this magnitude, I'm gonna need a draft picks, but I'm gonna need a player back that I know gonna give me some production immediately. That's where we've been at. You know what I mean? Oh, hey boy, we like a thief in the fucking night. We do that. Like a thief in the fucking night. If we pull that shit off, boy, oh my god. Your boy slapped them around or something. Like, there ain't no way they'd be able to pull that shit off. Because if they did, bro, I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be fucking mad at all. I'm not gonna lie. It hurt. It sting that we lost our guy. But fuck. Yeah, that's hard. BZ, salute. So I'm about to be ready to go on out of here, man. But I do appreciate each and every one of y'all that tuned in for the live show, man. You know, it's always a pleasure when I come talk some ball with y'all, man. Tomorrow, we probably gonna be doing the same thing, man. Maybe around 9:30, 10:30. So y'all, Eastern time. 9:30, 10:30 Eastern time. So I think that's 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30 y'all time. So y'all let me know. Not let me know, but y'all tune in, right, to the kid as we fuck around and get down and wind it down, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hold on as we about to get out of here. Salute everybody. Tony, salute. Beezy, salute. Clark, salute. Everybody, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Chili, salute, man. Real quick, but question I'm gonna pose to y'all, the question of the night. And you know what? That's a segment that I think I'm gonna start implementing as we go forward. I want to start leaving y'all with something to think about. So when we talk again, you know, tomorrow we got some shit to talk about. But question of the night. Want y'all to think about this, and then when we talk tomorrow, we're gonna fuck around and get back into it. What does Antonio Pierce have to do to definitively win the head coaching job? What does he have to do to eliminate the competition? Y'all go around, sleep on that, think about that, let me know. But as we go, man, I appreciate everybody, man. Make sure you guys stay safe out there. Make sure you know, get some love, man. Walk around, eat some, you know, chill with your fam, man. Make sure you guys are just in a good headspace, man. Always check on your mentals, man. Make sure you guys are fucking around and take care of yourselves. I just want to put that out there because we don't be fucking around and talking about the mental health shit like we should. So make sure you guys take care of yourselves out there, man. Make sure you guys are fucking around and, you know, wish your loved ones, being around people you love. But once again, I appreciate everybody, man. Make sure you guys are tapping on the like, tapping on the subscribe button. And you know I keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Radio Rundown.
I need a bad bitch with an accent, serving in peace, still taxing. Just got tapped for the young Cash App, moonwalking like a young Mike Jackson. Yeah, shots to the head, ride clean and it's still fuck feds. Realest nigga and it's on my kids, so who the fuck gon' wanna test me, bitch?